Hey kiddos. Okay, for now we'll just talk about Tindral Phase 1 and Intermission 1. Phase 2, Phase 3, we'll talk about them later. Phase 2, I don't think is that difficult, honestly, but we'll talk about them later anyways. For now, we just focus on Phase 1. I'll fix up a video for them. Okay, first things first, the boss starts in the middle, and what we need to do, because his first ability is Fire Beam, we move him to the side, bait the Fire Beam on the side, and then move him to the spot where we actually want to start. I want to start the fight, whatever it's called. Yeah. You move him to the side here. We bait Fire Beam and then go to the spot. Now, when he's here, I'm already going to have a marker, but we'll talk about it. I'll put green marker here. The sequence he's going to do is Dispels, Feathers, Mass Entangle. Okay, and we'll talk about this now. This is a very important combo. First things first, whoever gets the Dispel, first person always goes to green marker, and that's one of the priests, either silent or Kumar. Yeah, you you already pre-positioned there on the marker. It's going to be either markers or you guys already just choose a spot early and go there. I think we're going to put markers anyways. We have plenty of markers to use. Okay, so the boss will pick 4 people with the debuff. It's very important to note that he always picks 1 healer, 1 ranged healer, and 3 random casters, DPSers, ranged, whatever. We know for a fact, based on the comp we play, that it's going to be either Silent or Kumar. Silent or Kumar, 100%. Yeah? We know for a fact it's going to be one of them. So what you need to do, boys, here is you need to always pre-position on the marker, both of you. We'll talk about that later. There's a lot of shit to talk about here, about your positioning, what to get and stuff like that. And then based on the priority, hunters and mages will always be 3 and 4. Hunters and mage, or maybe mages after the buff, who knows. Will always be 3 and 4. Evokers and warlocks will always be either 2 or 3. Okay, let's take a scenario now of what's going to happen. Let's say the boss picks Kumar, Aya, DJ, and Void. Okay, very simple. Kumar is already in position. We'd spell pop instead spell. Aya runs next to Kumar, next to his fire. We'd spell Aya, and then they both run in. I'll explain why now. Because the boss does Mass Entangle. Remember, the combo is Dispel, Feathers, Mass Entangle. And then 5 seconds later, Beam. There is Mushroom, of course, thanks, but I'm pretty sure you guys are already familiar with this. We'll talk about that later. So the combo is, let me just put them here. Dispel, yeah? And then Feathers. Where's Mass Entangle? Where is it? We'll just say this is Mass Entangle. And then Mass Entangle. Yeah, that's always the combo. Dispel, Feather, Mass Entangle. Mass Root. Let's double check, maybe I missed it. It's not there. It's fine, but that's always the combo basically, yeah? Okay, so the boss brought us in. We'd spelled Kumar, spelled Aya, they both go in. Now DJ and Void, we can't move in because we still have the spell, but the boss just did the Mass Root, Mass Entangle. This is where we assign the freedoms. We're probably going to play 2 Ratrix for this fight. We'll have to see. We're going to play everybody early on and then balance out to see what's the easiest comp to kill this boss with, yeah? So let's take, for example, here, Nala and Stefan are on their paladins. They're going to bop DJ and Void. You don't use Disengage Void, you don't use Master Skull. I'll explain why in a bit. Okay? So we'd spell the Warlock and the Priest. They go in for Mass Entangle and they play. Khalas, range, that's your story. Now, on the other hand, what the melees are going to do, now tanks, depending on where you're facing the boss, either outwards or inwards, yeah? He spawns feathers, let's say you're facing him outwards, yeah? He spawns a feather in front of him. Let me smooth the boss here to make it easier. 2 feathers on his flanks, so 2 on his right and left. Yeah? And then 1 behind. Now melees, this is where you guys come in. Each melee will be assigned 1. Right now we have 4 melees assigned for each wave. We're probably going to play 8 melees on this fight, or 9, depends. We'll see how it goes. Regardless, we're going to field everything, but minimum 8. Minimum 8. Okay? What we're going to do here is we're going to send 4 melees, and my thinking now, we'll talk about this later, of course, is always an extra person will come with you guys, ranged or a melee backup. Just because we're learning, and at the same time, I don't think it's about damage anymore on this boss. Yeah, I think damage doesn't matter on this boss, especially, mashallah, with our gear and our DPS. Regardless, 1 spawns in front of the boss, 1 behind him, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. The one in front is in the fire. Ignore it, khalas, that's done. The ones behind we take care of. Now, the assignment right now, I'll fix it up, of course. I had to change it because the guys gave me an idea yesterday about sending rogues and demon hunters only. We'll talk about it later. Regardless, is as follows. This is where the boss is facing inwards instead of outwards, it's the same shit. Roguening, let's say, will take close left, yeah? And then he takes close left and hits west. If you see, guys, look at these 2 pictures here. Yeah, this is for phase 1. Roguening takes close left, for example, and hits, south. He hits south here, yeah? Who's going to take far left here? Swing shots. Taking far left, and then he's going to hit west. Far mid, for example, is hidden. I know the things are weird, but I'll try to figure out a way for them. I'll see what Liquid does. Swing shot, Hayden takes far mid and then hits north. And then far right is for Menzies, Ryan. He takes it and hits east. An extra backup will take close right. Or I might just move the melee monkeying. I move him to close right and have someone else take close left from the range to help. But regardless, and then you hit the bombs. We'll watch the melee POV here. But anyways, the boss spawns the feathers. You pick them up, fly, come in, blast the roots that are remaining. A hunter and evoker here already got their freedoms, so we're fine. The boss will cast another fire beam. You move him to the side tanks, bait another fire beam here, and then to the spot. This was a bit crooked, but whatever, to the spot here, basically. And we're going to play the mass entangle and dodge the beams. And then the combo repeats. The combo repeats itself again. Dispel, feather, and mass root. What's going to happen here is we're going to play roots, nari, no feathers, basically. So we have to nuke them. This is where Master Skull comes into play, Warlock Teleport comes into play, and Mage Blink, whatever. You all move your own roots here. We'll assign 2 Master Skull for the 2 priests. Each Warlock takes themselves out, Mage Blink, Hunters Disengage, and DJ will... I take it to the face. Well, just keep me up, basically. Invokers are fine there anyways. We bring the boss to the side here, yeah? We stack up for mass entangle, break them out, mass grip the ads, blast them, dodge the waves, and then literally, since you're already done, as a priest, you've already gotten out, you instantly go to your position here. I can mark this with diamond for progression's sake, yeah? I don't know if it will be consistent every single time, but regardless. And then this is number 2. This is number 3. And this is number 4. It all depends on where number 1 is. You can always move closer to the number for you. We dispel them. Same story happens with the feathers. Yeah? And this is team 2 now instead. Assuming the boss moves here, we bait, and then here, and then he's facing either outwards or onwards. It's fine. It's the same shit. Whatever works for you tanks, basically, with the mushrooms, yeah? You guys pick up the feathers. Now, when we reach there first, we do mass entangle, no feathers. Get out of it fast, get into dispel positions, and then the same combo happens. Dispel, feather, mass root. So people with the feather fly up, and then come hit us with it down. Warlock, the reason Warlocks are prior number 2 here is because they finish, they come into melee, they drop their gateway to the final spot here. Yeah? As soon as the melees come and blast the roots and we're done with them, the last root spells are done, we all gateway and then just spread out in this area and pick our own feathers and prep for intermission. Okay? Now the assignments look like this. It's going to be each person, we're going to assign backups. So if Chief here, for example, has to go, regardless, if we're good or not good, has to go. I'd rather do that instead of wiping. And here we'll assign 1 ranged, but it's not up to us. It's the range that's free. That doesn't get the bomb debuff. We might even double up here. We'll see. But for now, we might even double up. And what you do as backup is you just fly. You pick it up, fly in the air. Don't pick any of the flare bombs yet. Wait until one remains, and then just go pick it up fast and hit the boss with it. Okay, for the spells, we're starting with the melees, and then ending with the priest, because the priest will be busy moving into position, and you guys will already be free there. The freedom assignments, we'll go over them again. I'll see how they work. This is for phase 2, you don't have to worry about it. Last thing is intermission 1. Now, for intermission 1, everyone should go to the right side, except for our tanks. They should go left and middle. They recommend tanks here, basically. You guys collect the things for us, tanks. We can add more people if it's needed, but for now, that's the plan. Okay, we'll watch it from a range POV now, and then I'll switch to melee POV for the feather, and then back to range POV. Moving him to the side, baiting the fire beam, and then going into position. There we go. So now it's dispels. The combo now is dispel, feathers, mass entangle. The priest is literally already in position. I think this is the evoker. Evoker knows I think is an evoker, but no, probably a hunter. But you should already be here as evoker warlocks. You should already be in the 2 and 3, and hunter should be in the 3-4 spots. Dodges a little bit harder. Dodges. Wait for the dispels. The priest is already in position. If you see diamond, he's already in position for the spell. Pop, instant spell, super important. We'll get the weak core for the spells later, of course. Evoker's already in position if you see them. The priest dispelled and instantly went melee, yeah? Evoker also went in melee. Feathers are coming in. Notice these feathers. 1, yeah? Both look at the hunter of freedom, and the other hunter will probably get freedom soon, or he's just gonna disengage. I don't think they have the rotary. We have the rotary tech, at least for us it could work. But the last hunters always get number 4 anyways, they can disengage. They're picking up the feathers now. The route already happened. They blast it, all move. Now they're gonna bait it to the side here. The, what's it called? The mass, the mass chasm, you know it. The fire beam. Then they move and try to find the safe spot. This is where you all remove your own shit, yeah? We don't have spell warding. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have 2 hunters, freedom the 2 priests, and the 2 hunters disengage. And then the 2 freedoms will hold, because you need to hold the freedoms for the master spell. So paladins, this might be a bubble angle for you here. All personals, if you can eat the beam, it's fine. You just eat the beam and pop defensives. I've seen countless guilds wipe, and this is where they wipe. This is the hardest part of the fight. Yeah? Alright, let's watch. They go in. Look at how many treants spawn here. Scorched treants. That means they instantly are freedomed or removed it, basically. Okay? Dodges, and then the priest instantly goes to the spot for that spell. Yeah? Priest is in position for that spell. It shrooms into the spell. Pop. Instant spell here. Look at... Notice the other priest was also next to him. Yeah? The other person is going in. Number 2 is going in. Always get the spell, then go melee. Number 2 here the spell, and then he's going melee. Because it's mass entangle next, remember. Feathers are going up. Notice the feathers. We'll actually switch to feather POV now. Give me a sec. They're blasting here. And then the gate. That's it. That's phase 1. I'll go back and watch melee POV, and then we'll see how intermission is done. Intermission is very easy. Let me just get the quality up. And okay, this is the highest. Now, which feather you're going to, and whatever this is feather 3, I don't know, for them feather 3 means something else. We'll talk about that. Yeah, it's fine. But for now, just move, stand on a feather before it drops, insta-pick, and switch to mountain, because you get mass entangle under you. So if you see, there's a root under you. That means just don't be too late. Yeah, you fly. He has a weak core telling him which side to go to. I don't know how and what, but we'll probably have that. You fly into it, pick it up, and back in. It just takes a few tries to get it. Yeah? I'm gonna move back again just to see it one last time. Normally you pick the orb closest to you. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. And don't die from the laser beam, of course. Okay, so that's that. Intermission coming in now. You spread out for the feathers. You don't want to be in the same spot and just cock each other, basically. This is where they all go right, except for the 2 tanks. One takes each. One tank takes mid, the other tank takes left. You need 10 stacks for this. So they're all going right here. It's the fastest route, I'm assuming that's why. They get in and they blast the boss. That's it for phase 1, basically. Okay, so just to go over it again, boss starts here, move to the side with bait, and then move him in for the first dispel location. Let's put green here, and diamond here. We do dispel 1 and 2 fast, they go in for root, feathers go up, pick up the Chingara, come back down. 3 and 4 already got freedomed, we move the boss here, bait, and then go to the last spot. When we go to the last spot, there will be mass entangle without any feathers. That means everyone remove your own mass entangle and follow your assignments. Hunters with master scores and stuff like that. And then the dispels again. The priest is already in position for the dispels. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 dispel, get in. 3 and 4 freedom. Stack up, you gate to the middle, and then you spread out and go do the phase. That's it, basically for phase 1. We'll talk about phase 2 and phase 3 later.